Good morning, everybody. It is Mrs. Parker here. I'm just going to wait for a little bit before everyone comes on as we are going live. Wait for everyone. I'm on time. Waiting. Oh, yes, they're arriving. Coolio. Yes. Welcome, welcome. Cool, guys. Yay, so great to see you all here. So many people have registered to be part of this class, which is awesome. While we wait for the others to arrive, I would love if you could comment your name and tell me where you are from. That would be really cool so I can see who's here. I know that there are some students from my classes coming in as well, so that'll be cool to see them. Cool. Some people are private messaging me, asking me how to join. You simply come on live. It's already on the Facebook. It should just join in. Cool. So where are you from, guys? Tell me where you're from. Mia, yay, yay, yay. Mia from Craigieburn. Whoop, whoop. My favorite. Just joking. Cool. Mia's a very diligent student. She's been doing all of my online classes over these holidays, which is awesome. Cool to see you, Mia. Felicity and Clementine from Albury. Campbell and Charlotte from Melbourne. Cool. These are new people that have been there before. This is awesome. Yay. Cool. Just give it a few more minutes. All right, there's 20 of us. There's about 45 that have said they're coming, which is a lot, but that's cool. The most I've ever taught in a class is about 30, so. Skylar's here, yay! Nice to meet you, Skylar. I'll see you next term. Cool, from the Central Coast. Mahi, is it Mahi? Oh, Marley. Marley from Williamston. Spencer and Declan from Craigieburn. James, hello James, I saw you on Monday from Craigieburn. Amelia and Henry, I've met you. Layla and Ruby from Melton, cool. Elise from Melbourne. Wow, there's lots of you guys. Abby and Cullen from Sydney, yay, welcome Sydney, that's so cool. This is so cool, guys. This is so cool to do this because it means that we don't have to just be in Melbourne. We can go into other states as well. So as I'm talking, Harvey and Annabelle from Greensboro, cool, or Greensboro. If I sound funny to you, it's because I'm from New Zealand, so I have a funny accent. So bear with. From Tasmania, Tassie. Amelia and Danny from New Zealand. Hi, from the homeland. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yay, Jessie and Yushan. Hello. Wow, guys, there's heaps of you here. Okay, I think we should get started, yeah? Because I like to start on time. So welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Today we are going to learn how to draw and paint. If you don't have paint, so that's okay, you don't have to use paints. But we're going to be drawing and painting monsters. And I've called it the Monster Mash because I did send, if some of you may or may not have got this, whether your parents have downloaded it or not, that's cool. I'm just going to flick these comments inside because I'm getting distracted. All right, there we are. Okay, so there's this cool worksheet which you can use. So it's called the Monster Mash because we're going to or put together some of these different things that are on here. So for instance, we've got some different head shapes, eyes, noses, mouths, and ears. Now, this is just an idea for you, okay? You guys, when you're young, you're super duper creative and you do not need me to tell you how to be creative, all right? I love teaching kids because you come up with the most amazing things. However, if you need some ideas to get you started, which we sometimes do, this is here to help you. So I'm going to use this today to demonstrate for you. We're going to draw two monsters on our paper. We can do two different ones in black something. Then we're going to do one that we're going to color. Now, there are different ways you can do this. Because we are at home at the moment and some of us can't go to the shops, We can only use what we have. So I made it simple as possible for you. So you need a white bit of paper to start with. I have stuck my white bit of paper up here. Then you're going to need something to draw with, something preferably that is black. Okay, so I have these black marker pens, which I'm going to use today. You can see these. All right, it's a black marker. What do you call them over here? Textures, Vivids, felts for those of you in New Zealand. They call felts textures over here in Australia. So you could use those. You could use a black ballpoint pen or a black, we call them fine liners. One of those. Or, which works really well, especially if you're going to use watercolors, you could use a black oil pastel or crayon. If you don't have anything black, you can use a pencil or a grey lead, as they say in Australia too. I'm learning lots. Okay, so pick something that you want to start to draw with. Okay, we got that? Cool. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm so sorry. My name is Mrs. Parker. All right, Mrs. Parker, yes. And I work for, or I run, I should say, Bubbles Art Studio. So I have a lot of kids that come to my classes. I have 6 classes that I run in the Micklin, Craigieburn area. So I run after school classes, all right? So, but at the moment, we can't come into the studio, all right? So we're hanging out together online, which is fun and cool. So let's roll with it. All right, have you got something to draw with? Yes. First thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a head. If you have this sheet, pick a head. If you don't, come up with your own one, or you can copy my one. So maybe we'll do the first one together, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to draw my head shape in first. So I'm going to do this one here. There, I can see. All right, so I'm going to go around like so. Now, first thing I want you to know, when you are drawing something, and I say this to all my students, if you can draw a circle, if you can draw a line, you can draw anything, all right? So don't think about what you're drawing. Shapes, so when we're drawing something, it's just different ways of putting lines, shapes, and circles together. So don't overthink it, all right? It's gonna be okay. All right, we've done a half. Then we're gonna go into another half on the other side. Like so. You got that? Now, I'm going to put something down the bottom. I'm going to put some jagged. You can pop whatever you like. So let's have a look here. And then you want to bring it back to join. Okay, so we've got a really cool head shape. Now, let's think about what eyes we want to pop in. I love these big eyes with the big black bits in them. So I'm going to draw 2 big eyes. So we're going to draw 2 circles. 1. And then my second one now. Mine are right close together. You don't have to have them closer together. You can move them further apart if you want. Inside, I'm going to draw some smaller circles. That. Okay, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to draw a couple of random triangle shapes. And I'm going to leave those there, and then I'm going to colour in all this black. Now the reason sometimes we like to leave something in there is it looks like a pupil. So you can do a triangle, or you can do a circle, whatever you want, and then come and colour it in. One, coloured it in, so you can see how it starts to turn into a really big bold eye there. Now, my pen is running out, but don't worry, because I'm prepared. All right, I've got a bucket. Sometimes the markers run out, they just need a rest, and you need to change them over. Especially when you're colouring like lots of black stuff in, they tend to do. If you had a crayon or a pastel, it wouldn't take as long. All right, so we've got the head. We've got two big bold eyes. Now we're going to draw a nose shape. So again, you can look here or you can come up with your own one. I am going to pick this one actually, and I'm going to attach the nose kind of so it sits on the bottom of the eyes there. And then I'm going to do just a little bit like this to the side, which will kind of look like the monster's nostril. And now I'm going to put a mouth on there. So sometimes when I'm going through and choosing which one, I choose one that I think is going to fit in there, all right? Because I probably can't do a really big mouth now. So I'm going to choose this one here. I'm going to do a little smirky. It's kind of being like a cheeky sort of nasty monster. And then I'm going to draw their happy face. But this monster ate too many lollies, so he's only got a few teeth left, all right? He's only got a few teeth. Cool. So it looks happy and smiley. The last thing is some ears. I'm going to draw some crazy ears on my monster. I like the real cool jagged ones. One there, kind of looks like it's flying away. One on the other side. Cool. So there we have our first monster. Now, other things we can do. We can add, if we have a look at this one, we could add lines to the monster, to the shape. We could add some, can you see it over here? Yes, you can. We could add some circles, which kind of look like warts. Or we could add some circles that are coloured in that look more like freckles, all right? So let's have a look over here. I'm going to give my monster freckles, all right? Because freckles are cool. So I'm just going to colour some in. Just checking that you can all see me. Just going to check the comments to see how you guys are going. Tell me if I'm going too fast or too slow. Keeping in mind, I'm going to upload so that we can, so you can come back and rewatch it. Hello to Sophie from Melbourne. Oh, Arnie is here. Hello, kitties. Gia and Aman. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, am I going the right speed? If someone can just tell me if I'm going too fast or too slow. I'm going to keep drawing the freckles while I'll wait for you. Nobody's talking back. Am I going fast or slow? Fast or slow, kids, or you're all concentrating on what you're doing? That's probably a good thing. You're all drawing on the freckles on your monster, yeah? You're going too fast. All right, it's probably about right. It sounds like I always go too fast. Thank you. Shall I wait? Who else thinks I'm going too fast? Too fast. Slow down, Mrs. Parker. I stand here for a couple of seconds and dance while you do your work, yeah? We're going to do a few of them. You can finish them at any time. Nobody else is dope. The longer I wait for you guys to finish or talk to me, the more freckles my monster's going to get. I could put some lines on their ears. Remember, this is your own creation, guys, so you don't have to do what I'm doing. If you don't want freckles, don't do freckles. If you want the ears to look different, you can make them look different. How are we going? Mia, am I going too fast? She'll probably say I'm going too fast. Couple of minutes. And then I'm going to start a new one. How many of you know the song The Monster Mash The Monster Mashed. If you don't know that song, it's your homework. You have to go and find what that song is and listen to it. Listen to it while you're finishing off your drawings, yeah? The Monster Mash. Someone's giving me a heart. Someone loves me. That's all right. Cool, guys. Okay, we're going to move on to our next one now. Yay or nay? That means yes or no. Tell me what you want to do, guys. I can't see you, so you have to comment. Help me out. Ah, you know that song? Yeah, I think it's an oldie. I don't know if the kids are going to know it. Jeez, I don't think I'd be entertaining you at the same time. Right, I'm going to change. Can I change now, kids? Can we start a new one? Yes, miss. No, miss. Wait, miss. Man, this is a great class because no one talks back to me. Cool. I know you're all still watching me, so that's great. Yes, we can. Yes. Thank you. Perfect. One yes is enough for me, guys. Okay, remember you can go back. If you haven't finished that one, that's okay. I'm going to upload the video. You can go back and finish it off. Just as well Mrs. Parker was prepared, wasn't she? Right, I'm going to put another bit of paper up, bear with. And let's go this way. Can we see that? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, as I say in Australian. Yeah. Right. Landscape. No, portrait. Right, kids. First lesson. Landscape is when your paper is long. Oh, yeah, it is a bit delayed. Thanks, Sophie. That's true. Okay. Landscape is when you hold your paper a long way, so it's wider. So you think a landscape like a mountain's they're long. Portrait is this way. Cool, thanks, Amy. We're starting on the new one now. Portrait is this way, which is long like your face. So you can do wide faces, which are landscape for your monster, or we can do portrait. So we've just done a landscape, and now we're going to go and do a portrait one. So I'm going to pick a shape and actually love the shape here. So I'm going to do something like that. So it kind of looks almost like a peanut. So you can do the bottom as big or as skinny as you want. Coming back up. And we've got a nice small shape at the top and a smaller shape at the bottom. It's like a peanut head. Okay, I'm just going to flick the comments out of the way. All right, now I'm going to do some eyes. Let's do something different for these eyes, yeah? Let me think. All right, I still love, I'm going to do some big wide eyes like this. They're more oval and long. I'm going to draw another one in. Cool. And then I am going to draw some really thin slits in the middle, and I'm going to colour them in. Cool. Now, nose. Because his face is really long, I'd like to draw a nose that is quite long as well. So let's have a look at our little trusty thing here. Let's draw in a long nose. Pointy bit on the end. Got a pointy nose. I've kind of got a pointy nose too. And then we're going to pop almost like there's little bits on here that they kind of look like, this is nostrils. Right, these bits, nostrils, so they can breathe. Now we need a mouth. Now, I think a really big, scary mouth is going to look cool. At the moment, my monster looks too happy and he doesn't look very scary. Okay, so let's make a big mouth on him because we also have this space. So I'm just going to do a line. And then I'm going to come back around the other way. And I've left a gap here because I want to stick a tongue out, all right? So it looks like the monster's poking his tongue out. So I'm going to draw my tongue, which looks like a funny tongue, alright? It probably should be a little bit thinner. So we've got a big open mouth here. And I'm going to draw on some teeth, which are just circles, half circles almost. And you can put as many or as few teeth on there as you want to, okay? Let's do some at the bottom. Now, I'm going to try and use, some of you may have at home, a pastel or crayon. I'm going to use that to colour in here because it's faster. I'm going to start colouring it in, alright guys? I'm going to take my time. So as I'm colouring it in, you can be working on your one. So I can see your comments. Cool. Peanut, yeah, Peanut. Can we see the sheet for ideas? Yes, here's the sheet, Sophie. It is also, if you go on to, I don't know if you can come out of the live and jump onto it, maybe open Facebook on a different tab and go to the event page, and the sheet is on there. It's also on my website. But probably be just to go onto the event page for this, have a look in the discussion, and the sheet is there, and you can just upload it or screen save it to your phone. Might be the best way for the kids to do it. Or I can just hold it there and you can screenshot now. How long could I stand here for? Cool. All right, I'm gonna finish coloring in the mouth. Got the monster mesh song in my head. It's very hard to draw on the side, guys. Very hard. Oil pastels. I love oil pastels. Color in there. So yeah, that looks cool. It looks a little bit more scary. The big wide open mouth. Yes, we are going to colour it in after we've finished. You can choose which one you want to colour in, or you can colour in all of them. So after we've done this one, I'm going to draw one more, and that one I'm going to leave up and we're going to colour. Okay, so by the end of this class, you'll have 3. You'll have 2 that are in black and white and 1 that is coloured. But you can go home, well, you're home already. You can stay home and you can carry on finishing colouring them in. It's totally up to you. And you can do them as big or as small as you want. Okay, I'm drawing really big so that you can see it. You guys like this monster so far? I don't think my monsters are scary enough. Maybe I need to, I don't know. How can I make them look scarier? There we are. Nice, baby. How's that look on the camera? That's pretty cool. Thanks, James. This is cool. Thank you. All right, we need some ears, yeah? What should we do for this one? I always do really, oh, I actually think these ears are cool, but I've already done that on that one. So, I'm going to do something right. I'm just going to draw what's there. All right, I'm going to draw some big sort of floppy ears for him, okay? Then I'm going to put another line that kind of matches that one. is kind of similar to what's over there. So it looks like the earlobe, yeah? This bit here. Yeah, that looks cool. Now, I'm actually going to colour that line in. Monster Mush. Really should have some music playing right now, guys. If we were in class, we would have some music on. I like to have music when we're doing our art class. Colour that one in. How are we going? Cool? I think you need something. So I'm going to put some lines on this one. And I'm going to kind of try and follow the shape of the monster's face. So the monster's face is kind of like that peanut curve. So my lines are going to go like a curve. They're called contour lines. So they're contour. It means that it follows the shape. So it's kind of like when your mum and myself, we contour our bronzer when we put our makeup on, alright? That's contour lines. Alrighty. Let's put some shapes. It kind of follows the peanut shape, yeah? Oh, coming in. Oops. A little bit of a smudge there. I think I got my hand into the pastel. Cute. One coming through here. Sometimes I get a little bit confused. And I'm going to leave that one in there because the nose is in there. Yeah? We're ready to move on to the next one. Maybe I should give you, what's the time, 10:30? We're going to go to about 10:45-ish. Let's see if we can colour them in. To start on our next one. The next one, while you're finishing that off, I'll talk to you then. The next I'm going to colour it in. There are a couple of things that we need to think about when we're doing this. This one here, I'm going to take it off so I can talk to you about it, alright? When I did this one, I drew, if you can kind of, yeah. I drew it on with the black marker pens that I'm using here, okay? And then I coloured it in using watercolours. Now, these might, what I call bleed, okay? If we put too much water on our picture, when we've just put our markers on, they bleed. So what that means is the lines run a little bit. So let me try find a tiny bleed here. So if you can see how it's bled a little bit. That's okay. You can't really notice it when you pull it back, all right? And we can draw back over that. But if you put too much water on with your watercolours, that's going to happen. The other thing that we can then do is if you do have a black crayon or a black pastel, you can draw your whole face using the black crayon or black pastel. The reason for that is this is made out of oil. So when oil and water mix, they don't mix, okay? They're not friends. So when you then go to put your watercolor on, it's not going to affect the pastel or bleed. So there's two ways of doing it. I'm still going to use my marker because I like that effect and I can control it a little bit better. But if you want to, you can do it this way. The other option, the slow option, but for some of you who like to do perfect work, this might work for you. You can use a pencil. You can draw everything up with the pencil. You can then colour it in, and then you can go back over your pencil lines with your marker or your fine liner or your black texture or your black felt. Okay, so there's lots of ways of doing it. I'm going to do it the simple way and you can follow me. watercolors. I have this cool set of watercolors here that I am going to use, okay? And you can get them from any store like Big W, Kmart. It seems to have been rated of all their art supplies at the moment. Zart Art, which starts with a Z, Zart Art with a Z in front of it, is a fabulous store for getting all their supplies. If you don't have watercolors and your parents have food coloring in their pantry, you can mix a little bit of food coloring with water and you can use that to be like watercolors. It works the same thing, okay? But just be careful with the food coloring ones because, you know, when you get the food coloring on your hands, it can stay on there for a few days. It comes off, but some people don't like that. So you can use food coloring and water or watercolors. You could use colored pencils to color your work in. You could use, I've got a whole lot of textures here. On this one, I colored it in with watercolors, then I dried it off, and then I drew back on some of the textures. So I drew on some little designs on this like wall. I drew on to make the eyes look bigger and just make it a little bit more bold. Okay, so this is my little monster, and I tried to tell a story that he's a little bit sad because he's inside and he can't come to art class, which is, I know how some of my students are feeling right now, you guys. So it's all right, I'm here. I'm gonna help you out. So time to draw a third one. I'm going to pop up a new piece of paper. If you don't want to draw another one, you don't have to. If you want to start colouring the one you're working on, you can do that as well. Okay, so bear with as I just pop up some paper. Bear with means wait. Hold on, I won't be long. Or bear with for those mothers who watch Matilda, that's where that comes from. All right. First thing, let's draw a monster. Now, let me think. I like creating a scene with this one, so I want something in the background. So I'm going to keep in mind when I'm drawing my monster that I don't want it to be too big, but I don't want it to be too small, okay? You could do 2 or 3 monsters on your picture if you wanted and draw your own background in. That's okay as well, guys. I want you to be as creative and have as much fun as you want. If you want to do a tiny, tiny drawing, you can do that too, okay? Right, let's make a start on our big final monster that we're going to colour in. So, my head shape for this monster, I am going to draw a crazy, like, it's almost like my monster's been electrocuted. It's a very hairy monster. So it's like jagged lines going all around and then making sure we join that next one up. Cool? So you pick whatever head shape you want to do from that list, or you can make your own one up. All right, eyes. I actually want to put the eyes on that I put on that other one. So I'm going to do a big circle. Oops. That's kind of a circle with a bump. And then another one over here. This kind of looks like a hedgehog. And then I'm going to turn those into glasses. So I'm going to put a couple of, what do you call those bits? The side bits of the glasses that are going to come in. One over there, shimmy across, and one over there. The frames, they're called the frames, guys. All right, then I'm going to come in, draw a circle there. And a circle there. So it looks like the frames. Then, it's not good light on that side. Then we're going to pop the eyes inside. And I'm going to colour it in, and I'm going to leave a circle inside the eye for the pupil. 1. And then the same on the other side. How are we going? Yeah, does it? Cool, cool. Everyone's good? All right. You guys are great. Happy as Larry. Coolio. All right, so we've got a head. We've got some glasses, some frames, and some cool eyes in there. Looks a little electrocuted. Right, he needs a nose. What should we do? I think a little cute little button nose. It's kind of like an upside down peanut. Alright, it's got an upside down peanut nose. And a mouth, I want it to have really, really big teeth. So I'm going to do this. So he looks a little bit angry. And then I'm going to draw a big tooth. And then another big tooth coming through. It's got two big teeth. They look so big, they kind of more look like a tongue. But they're supposed to be teeth. Hey, that's cool. I'm going to colour that mouth bit in. Make another line. Going to draw a couple of nostrils. Just going to bring the camera forward a little bit and hopefully not drop it. I wonder if that, oh, look at that. Probably should have done that before, sorry guys. Right, and we've got a couple of nostrils. He needs some ears, so what are we going to do for the ears? I kind of want to keep that jagged thing going on. So I'm going to put an ear that goes in there. Yeah, does that look better being that closer? I'm so sorry guys, I totally should have done that before. Alright, let's put another one on this side. Couple of ears. Cool. Alright, let's draw some long arms that are longer than his body because he's like slender man. Cute. Long arms and a couple of legs. This is thighs, shins. He looks like he's got chicken legs. They look like chicken drumsticks. You're right. Let's draw another one. Line. And then one off the bottom. Yeah, cool. Draw a couple of freckles. Actually, I might draw those on later because if I put watercolors on too much, it might run. Now what I want to do is I want to add a background scene. So I'm going to make it look like, I'm going to put a line here above his legs. So it looks like he is standing, there we are. So he's standing on something. And then you can pop whatever you want in the background, whatever type of scene you want. So I might make it look like he's outside, all right? So I might do some clouds. And I might do a sun that comes out. And for all the girls, they'll probably do rainbows, especially if they're 8 years old, because they love it. So you can do that. I might do up here, the flower. So I love drawing flowers. Do this outside. Cool little flowers. Yeah, and then we have it. Cool. Now we're going to colour this in. Can you tell me if it looks better having it that close, please? I'm going to grab a drink. Does it look better being that close? All right. So these are my watercolors, and I'm going to start coloring in. I'm going to start with the background first. Okay, the reason we're going to do the background first is when we're painting, we like to go from the back to the forward. So if you paint whatever's in the background, when you paint the things on top, it can cover it if you make a mistake. But if you paint everything on the front first, and then you go do the background, it kind of doesn't work, because then sometimes you go on the face and you have to change it again. All right, so this is going to work. So I'm going to put a little bit of water on my brush, and I'm going to bring it on my, okay, you want to get a good amount there. If you get too much water on there, it'll get real liquidy, which is good. Okay, so get some nice color on your brush. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to start painting the background. I'm going to go around my white cloud there. Cool. Realize that this is really close to that sign that I don't want to get paint on, so I'm just going to be a little bit careful on the edge up there. Now at the moment I'm putting really thick paint on, so it doesn't have a lot of water, so it's coming along quite dark or saturated. What would be really cool is if we fade it out. Let's move my water over here. Say we start to fade it or blend it so it gets lighter as it comes down to the bottom. Yeah? Dark to light's going to look pretty cool. So you can see where when I get a lot of water on my marker lines, they bleed a little bit, but not a lot. It's okay. So I've got some water on. I haven't put it back in the paint yet because I'm trying to blend it right down to the bottom here. This line is where I'm going to put the grass. So I'm going to keep it lighter down the bottom. So you can use watercolors, you can use colored pencils to color it in, crayons, textures, whatever you have in the house, all right? And if you don't want to color it in, you can just leave it black and white. So I'm just going around. I'm trying not to touch my black lines directly. If you've drawn them on in pencil or oil pastel, you can go over them. It's totally okay. Right, just checking. Annabelle. Thanks, Annabelle. Okay. So blend it a little bit down there. Coming up to the edge of the monster, a little bit darker where the top of the sky is. How's that look on there? Can you see? Yes. You guys can choose whatever colors you want. You do not have to color the sky in blue. You can color it in red if you want to. You can color it in purple. Okay, this is your own creation. I hope you guys are having fun, and I'm super sorry if I'm going too fast, because I kind of know that I am. From this class today, guys, is to be able to show you lots of different tricks that you can do, all right? And then you can spend some time at home practicing and working on your monsters. And then what I would love is if you can share your work with me. Okay, so when we're finished, or when you've finished your work, come back to this video and we can see how it's going. Okay, if we find this is working really well, we might do some more classes like this. And I did actually promise my kids that I was going to do another competition this week. I haven't forgotten. I think we might do some sort of competition for this, maybe in our next class. I have to think of an idea. I know the prize, but I don't know what the idea is going to be. I think it's fun just hanging out with you guys and painting today. I love painting. You can use acrylics at home as well if you've got acrylic paints, or what do you call them? Do you call them tempera over here? I'm not sure. Okay, so getting lighter as we come down. So see how I have not putting any more color on my brush. I'm just coming down with the water. Coming down. Oh, it's getting a bit runny there. See, it's going to pull that out. Put a little bit more colour on there because it's getting really light. Go around our flower. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. That's good to hear. I appreciate that. Okay, pulling it through. So there's not a lot of paint or water. And if you kids have any questions or you need me to explain something as well, can you let me know? Okay, because I'm happy to help you, because sometimes if you don't understand, you need to ask, all right? Cool. Thanks, Sadia. I'll let you know when we're going to do another one. Cool. Depends how well these guys do. If they show me their pictures, we might do another one. Okay, got the sky done. That looks cool. I'm going to leave that white, but I'm going to paint the sun. So I'm going to clean my brush, otherwise my sun is going to, I'm actually going to change my brush, otherwise my sun was going to look green, because when blue mixes with yellow, it makes green, yeah? I hope my students know that. I'm sure they do, they're pretty clever. Alright, let's paint the sun in. Okay, now I want a colour for my monster. What colour should I paint my monster? I quite like orange, because orange and blue are complementary colours. That means that they are, complementary colours means that they're opposite on the colour wheel. Okay? I wonder if it's better if I do this. No, it's right. They're opposites on the colour wheel, so they bounce off each other. I love this colour. So you're even learning a bit of colour theory today, yeah? So blue and orange are complementary colours. They work well together because they're opposites. Another complementary colour scheme is your Christmas colours. So red and green, they're complementary colours. And the other one is, oh, it's running, catch it. The other one is purple and yellow. Okay, so if you're trying to think of some colours, you could do blue and orange, you could do red and green, or you could do purple and orange, purple and yellow. I need to concentrate on what I'm doing. How's he looking? Looking pretty cool, eh? Oh, you kids are so cute. Getting such nice comments, guys. I really appreciate it. It's the best you've drawn in your life. Yep, It's easy, guys. It doesn't have to be complicated. All right, I can teach you the tricks. Drawing is just about putting shapes together and having fun. Have to have fun. All about having fun, right? So we, at Bubbles, when my kids come here, there are 3 things that we do. We use a lot of colour, because colour makes people happy. We have fun, and we also learn a lot, okay? So it's really important to learn new skills in art, but it's really also important to have fun while you're doing it and to create super duper colourful bright work. Okay. Love this orange. I hope you're all eating your oranges at the moment. Lots of vitamin C. Or drink your orange juice, yeah? Just making that a little bit darker. So you guys, you're either watching me, if you're not, or you're working on your ones, which is cool, colouring in your own ones, hanging out with me. And then later on, you're all going to show me your work, yeah? And I'm going to be super duper excited. Of you on right now? Well, there has been. Which is the biggest class I've ever had, which is really, really cool. So I expect to see 40 bits of work posted. Okay. Nearly there. It's got lots of funny shapes, this monster. You kind of got to go in and out all of these little shapes down here. Up here. Forgot his ears. Put the ears in as well. That looks better. It looks like a crazy Garfield. Ears. Oops. That's what happens when you rush and go over those lines too much, it will bleed. Okay, so we've drawn or we've painted in the body. I'm now going to pop in his legs and his arms. I'm going to paint those maybe a, what do we think? Yellow or brown? Brown. Find a light, I've got a light brown here on my palette. And I'm going to paint in the arms. One. Another little arm coming through here. I'm going to paint in his chicken legs. It kind of looks like Fred Flintstone when he has those big like nighty things he wears with his little legs poking out the end. Cool. Right, let's paint the grass a nice yummy green. I might put 2 greens on. So I've got this really nice a light green, a yellow tongue. Yeah, that could be cool. We could do a yellow tongue. I put this green here. Just along. Put more water. Cool. And then I'm going to use a darker colour. We have this darker one here. Can you use black crayons for outline? Absolutely. Yep, that'll work. Just make sure that your, I'm talking to Gia or Aman there, make sure that your work is dry. So if you use watercolours, because if you go put those crayons on, it's going to rip your paper. Okay, so dry it with the hairdryer. Remember you've seen me use the hairdryer? I've got mine here with Mum's hairdryer. But don't get paint on a hairdryer. Not like my one. It's covered in paint. Yeah, see? That's going to look cute. So 2 different colours there. Coming in. Water. Water paints need water to make them blend. If they get too dry, to keep putting our brushes back in water. If your brush is really small, it won't hold a lot of water, so you have to go back in all the time. That's okay, but I know some of us aren't that patient, yeah? Okay. A nice couple of nice greens on the grass. And I'm going to paint some pink flowers because I like pink. So I'm going to find a nice bright pinky colour here. I'm going to paint that one in pink. Try not to go over my black. And I've got a big one over here. A bit more water. Cool. Is there anyone colouring these in right now? We all up to this? When we'll let you know. It will be next week. It won't be this week because I need to prepare for it. So maybe Monday at the same time. Okay. Cool. That looks good. Now we need, let's paint the eyes nice and blue. My brush here. I'm going to get a nice light blue. I keep leaning over you guys. All right, I'm going to get a nice light blue. The thing's coming off because it's drying, so the paper is peeling. The eyes. And then I'm going to do the other one. Okay, so you can leave the frames as they are. I'll put this on here to stop my paper moving. You can leave the frames as they are, or you can paint those in a colour. I'm going to paint the teeth a yellow, so they look like they're rotten. Just a little bit there. Cool. All right, and then you can go back and do other things. So you're still drawing, Sophie. That's cool. No worries. Your name's probably not Sophie. That will be your mum's name. That's okay. You can colour after and share it with me. I've gone super fast. I'm going to dry mine off and then I'm going to show you a magic trick you can do to make it look even better. So, bear with because it's going to make some noise. This is my trusty hairdryer here, which is used for drying paints. So it's nice and dry. There are a couple of things that we can do to strengthen our work. So we've just got watercolors on at the moment. We can pop on and get some of your textures. Just trying to like talk to you and not get in front of the work. Yeah, it was loud, sorry. We've got some textures which we can go over it. So say, all right, I'm going to get an orange texture and I'm going to go around the outsides of some of my lines there. There's two things it does. One's it goes over where I've bled the lines, and the other one is it kind of just makes it look stronger. Okay, so you could go around right like that. On the eyes, you might like to get a really, a light blue, and then you can colour in and tidy up some of the lines. See, if I show you, I'm just going to do one. See how that one's got it done and that one doesn't? Let's move the camera, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. There you can see. Okay, so it looks stronger, right? It's going to help it out. Try not to drop the camera. Okay, what else could we do? Tricks. Here, you guys. Where's my pastel? You might have a yellow. Yeah, that's white. That's not yellow. A white pastel. We could draw little circles, like freckles on top of your... Yeah? Draw some shapes on. And you could also get your black markers back. And then you could even come back over. And where it's bled, you can fix some of the outlines up so you can make some of it look stronger. That actually looks quite nice, actually. Quite nice. Oh, just seeing what the time is. Guys, we've been going for an hour. So, yeah, that looks really good. Stronger, eh? So those are ways of fixing it up. So you can go over your outlines, textures, markers, oil pastels, Aman. You can do, like you see, yes, you can go over with crayons, which is what I did there with the pastels. Okay? So... how did we all find that? Thank you for all of your lovely comments. Thank you, Sharon. Good to hear the boys are enjoying it. So now, once you've finished your drawings, I would love to see them, all right? Because I can't see what you're doing. So if you can, on this video, when you're finished, take as long as you need, all right? Don't need to hurry. Keep working for hours more so your parents can have. So post your pictures in the comments on this video, and then I can go on and I will comment on them and see what you've done. If you've really enjoyed this video, this class, can you please let me know? If I get enough people that want me to do this again, we can look to do some class week at the same time. Okay, so that'll be really fun. I've had a fabulous fun time painting and drawing with you guys. I am sorry if I went too fast, okay? But we will keep practicing, keep watching the video, Show me your monsters. Share the love below by showing your pictures and let me know if we should do this again. But apart from that, guys, have a great day, and I might see you next week if I get enough people sharing their work. Okay, so it's up to you whether we do this again. So let me know, guys. Thank you. See you.